November bosumeno edine fwanso amanade shema munyina jono nsiabo ebraso sense my aboa no fidie mu no mede esomo wo sa nyimre no nsia Kasiebo Ctv so me kai wo sa kasie etwegu fidie mu na ye de asomo kasafo nyina wodo no so wafiefie mu abefo ntenten fidie mede somo my CTVGH social media handles wodo ni nyina wo my CTVGH kasie pie ba na wanya bia so yes to me live on Facebook and YouTube. And then you bring somewhere the some one or shania edimo akotene ebi. And then a year power Ghana Emrashibe Jeffie Intina Speaker of Parliament or Alban Smanaba Gwenishi yes say was sign a to a Satano Eshada Sab radio Nimbra or be sign a share more Emrashibe Jeffie bill. So afa shade hia ensem so e de ato suapon ahodo ye wo my Ghana animo se won hwe na onye nsakyereye e wo won mo hyehye ya wo de ekirade e wo schools ahodo no emu no se ne be ya nsakyereye aban aye e wo SHS ahodo no mu no ene no ebetimi aboanan wo dwade ni sikasam Kasiebo emono kokobo de atu dwase akate SCC koko ahodo bebre so o my Ghana mu na nso nyame ayadom ama waye ensiesi a fede sa koko fuo ni nyina ejina ne nan so Yewia na ye konkrofo kro ne nkrofo aman so ye nimne se ora Donald Trump wasan afa akunya na de subiem America man no emo na no na nimdefo a won makwadara manyo semu kire se ne nkonimde ede America man no ebegina yie pa eka yenom ho na mede somo na anwumre me kai wo se Kasiebo etwegu kasafo nyina wodo no so ye de somo ba fonten fidie no so Facebook and YouTube nyina ye stream bo modern se obehwebie na wato amane wo mfefo anwumre mo somfo eye me Afia Brempomaa Hinneh me da me ho aba na ensem no hente no mede asomo Zafama munyina kwa ba afei ensem no ankasanie ya sha se from my Ghana Mrashibe Jeffie Sansa Speaker of Parliament or Alban Smana Bagbing and yire ye Mrashibe Jeffie nti na onihwe yese obetu asetena no ahyeda na da cross abro obese from Mrashibe Jeffie ama wa ba Mrashibe Jeffie abedi dwuma e wo so odie no de ebre en nkrabia en ebekire.
So from the initial request for us to consider 5 items, this second request added 17 more items. And this request came from the MPP members of Parliament, and it was signed on their behalf by the second Deputy Majority Whip, Honorable Alex Tete Jodubois. Unfortunately, the signatories who made the request have not shown up, and therefore matters that they wanted us to handle, which are admitted for the consideration of the Business Committee, are not on the order paper, and in fact there's no order paper for today because the Business Committee could not meet due to the absence of the people who requested for the recall. And as you can see, one side of the House is completely empty. In view of this, We have, as usual, got a quorum to sit, but we have no business before us. In view of the failure of the Business Committee to sit, as a result of the refusal of those who requested for the recall to show up, we are compelled to once again adjourn the sitting of the House. Knowing the challenges we are facing, it is not advisable to be adjourning from day to day. And so I'll proceed once more to adjourn the meeting indefinitely.
Yeguswa wa my Ghana mrasbe jefie ne ho ensensem na ora afenyo king e de ato emrase bedwafo e na afei wa mana aso ensemtwerofo so se wonum kwa bonten se okobo kase a wo manfo kase se NPP dom na e wo mrasbe dwafie no wonum ene dodo ya e wo mrasbe dwafie so ora alban sma na bagbani ya wo no e na ye mrasbe dwafo anase mrasbe dwam kasemafo no dwuma wo die no ase NDC amanyokuo no twene e na wonum obo e na owura do die ani awosa the Supreme Court to share no de enya ho adwuma e wo ye nti no nya de a wode wonan ebesi fie wo kwan bia so na mom wa share boss say wo bena mra kwan so na wasan amamra smedwafo abamra smedwafie abedi dwuma esafata say odie.
NPP, our tradition is to respect rule of law. It's out of deference to Mr. Speaker. That is why we did not enter the chamber. That we should share in that chaos theater with them. Never. We will not. MPP will not. We will not. Therefore, don't be swayed by their lies and their propaganda. What Mr. Speaker did today amount to supervising chaos and bringing the image of democracy to disrepute. Clearly, the NDC is on a warpath. They want confusion in this country. They want lawlessness in this country. And all these are being supervised by Mr. Speaker.
Yes. Afia Monra NDC amanyokono emo Franka Crofoma NDC amanyokono omapeyida John Roman Mahama e de ato omanfo ya ewo guan abato mpesua no eso se wo boboden na wahye won mo bose nyame ya dom no ba obeba mpuntu abusukra ewo mpesua no so esanse wonum mrashibedwefo anase wodi mrashibedwani ya wo si wonum anemu enti obia betumi agye se amampuntu atope ewo potem honum nanso wo be die edane sebo a wo betena konwa ne so a obema mpuntu atretre ne ten so ama emfidodo a wonum nsa anka mpuntu no etumi aba be shine nice ama manfo eho asan won.
The next NDC government is going to pay attention to this Guan district. So that we can improve the infrastructure here, especially the roads. We will work on the roads so that it's easy for vehicles to come and cart the agricultural products that you've been producing here out to the markets. But aside from that, we have a special program that we call the Agro-Industrial Processing Zones. We're going to consider Guan district as one of the special districts that we concentrate on. We're going to create an agro-industrial zone. We're going to encourage the private sector with support from government to set up a factory here to buy all the ginger that you produce and process it for the market. We'll set up a factory here, another one, to buy and produce and process all the rice that you produce in this district. And we're going to set up a factory here to buy and process all the cassava that you are producing here. We're going to target this district to become the leading producer of ginger, rice, and cassava. But aside from that, we're going to support you, those who have the land, to put some of that land under more cocoa production. So we'll give you the support to set up cocoa farms. We'll get the extension officers to help you until the cocoa grows. We'll come and buy the cocoa from you so that you can get money and put into your pockets.
One can be a woman anymore, say. One must say, what did them woman mono? We go swaya or brepa, and temping phone chawani and shawanum. As a tinamona one so, what can it be?
Over the years, I'll start with different sectors altogether. I started my career, me personal as one leg. I started career with ACN, that was 90s. Got accident in the year 2000, lost my leg and becoming one leg. A family rejected because they thought the same Ghana situation. Thank God I get the opportunity to join the Ghana Boutique team as the first captain to lead Ghana to win first African Cup at Sierra Leone. That was in the year 2006. And we came home, Ghana only rewarded us 10 Ghana cedis. Ghana rewarded us only 10 Ghana cedi that we went to the whole, as my Ecclesian and Suli Mutari Dems were playing to receive dollars, millions of dollars. We came home with the trophy and Ghana only rewarded with the disabilities or the PWD amputees football team, 10 Ghana. It's not once, it's been continuing. Ghana amputee have won, I think, the second time African Cup of Nations. That was Tanzania. Is it Tanzania? Yeah. That was last 2 years. They won it. Still, the nation didn't reward them. And they won this current one, which is over 3-4 months ago. They won the maiden amputee African Cup, current one. Still, the nation didn't reward them. Ministry of Youth and Sport were even fighting them. Instead of them for 2 seasons, you were also Ghanaians, because besides, if they go, they don't wear Togo t-shirt, they don't play Togo national team, they go and represent Ghana. But this nation is a nation that they don't want to accept that we have person living with disabilities. Ghana better budget. I think the media said, this year the budget. I can say this budget, they said that looking to purposely for PWDs are AABB and a PWDs, the development. There's nothing like that. Draw budget. Even finance ministry say if you programmer, we launch the course one day, 6, which is Wednesday, or Ghana Shippers Authority. All the government, most of the government institutions, even including finance ministry, said this is what we've come out. PWDs nationwide have come together to form one association to find a way of developing our own disability entrepreneurs so that the poverty, in Canada, sometimes you will be deep with the baby.
Calls home and this Emmanuel Bataya, Ora Ibrahim Mohammed, Wano, and a chairman to Tenima, and this Emmanuel Krabata. It was soon when they were quiet, and the Ama Emmanuel Krabata, one potemos and a bear. One ebe mia to a bo out a more. Na and this Emmanuel Kono sa ebeka Rashimedra a Kodano, na Abuaman could be dear, I want him dear.
Ibrahim Mohammed and a year convener when Ctv Kasiebo Atwitwen Komo Waban wode megaphones no and a pen drive Emma Suhum NDC parliamentary candidate Edema Suhum NDC parliamentary candidate ya wotre say NDC amanyo kono aye krado pa ehwani mu se December 7 abato no enko na wiye de na wodi enkunimeno en wotre say sadie wi wono mo aye pipe ya sabre so wode asese so wode 16 megaphones and a face no a year 16 pen drive edema a year WhatsApp do year was constituency NDC amanyo kono emo wosese we betimi abo wono mo ama members agudo sorry am machi ekokyerechire omanfo bie a year party neni so adinu anase edema so agudo party no ebetimi ede abre omanfo no wenya sa messages ni bi ewo drives no eso na fe megaphones no so etimi abo omo amansema wono mo kan educhi pa.
One of the main resources here constitution yedi be aduma ene sa presentation ya yedi abi as chairman branch association of branch chairman ya kai tribo mu ene form of association ye mu say ye lacking ye ma yedi be bodewu nti e ba say e wo say ye pe bibia enso yedi ba be tu constituency ni mu a e be tumi apoa part na die no ayeyende nti na ye koto megaphones say enso ya right training say yedi be ye duma nkundie by 7th December no and 8th December early 8th December no na ya to say NDC bibia yedi nkundie
eni ayedi aba enne ekire say ya ye ready say e be di nkundie yedi bwa ye BC any constituency executive ni akwa ye campaign na emu odin na etinye agi abano na eye sade a ebe hage because youth no omo system no mu no won na be buaye na mo di sa megaphones ya koye adwuma ko ba biara nipa nko ho enti ye ya determine so kwan bia so we ni media e be wi na kasa ye media Islamic JSS so higher
Enrichi Kujo Ado Tebri Ede Asada PSA Emma branch chairman no ene adwuma so a wono ebo diabo amani kuno
so ejina so asho mo say ye mom sa esi from da afi sum ha ye be ni seat no ede ahye ene se no nam sa so na ye papa John Dramani Mahama ye be ma ni vote mu epija amananya 99.9% e wo sum ha ye ndi agoro ye na e betena ground aye adumaden e ma dia ye kan na so etumi abema fe ye show mo say 7 December 6 o'clock 7 o'clock 8 o'clock e mono aye nkan abade wie no no mo di bibia ko hye dem o mo sika bibia be kwa akoka dem say nim say voters now grounds no I ready safi omo beto abanama eye me honorable prince Ojado Tebri amijira manim wa hayi
Afia yenko tano no fabato mpesua no eso hafomantam emo Dr. Gideon Boako wono ena ojine mama NPP amanyo kuo no watano no fabato mpesua no so na wa premrush bedwe dibre ya ewo ho ena ye ka say what the startup tools aye akade ya wode eye nyuba hodo akwakomo manfo a ewo ne mpesua no eso a hairdresser for age wono mu de wono ekosua ankane ho adwuma wono ekosua ntade pam ene ho nkro ne ba wonsa aka wono adwuma mu akade a wagide se eba beboa amomanfo nso asetenemo aye wono mu de empesua ne so
Won saka nyume edi infididro akojintitie ewo kwan faso pamontade emo fita adwuma tailoring kane ho adwuma afei welding baking carpentry barbering enenia ekeka ho munti adwuma wo hwe susua na mpanyifo hwe ya wo de ho akade ede ehye won mu nsa na bra wo tu nyoma no ede aso manfo nsa no Dr. Gideon Boako panyin na wagina NPP amanyoko ni dimo airpretano no fabato mpesua kunwa no ede tudwa se na koma eda mpesua no ho enti brand brown no wo pre pempo ntro ede bro manfo nti bra kwan beda ho se awoso de akade e bro manfo wantwentwene na asekra na ogidi se saa nyoma a wonsa kan ebe boa de mpuntro pino a aba manfo abrabom
ho ani amanyo sam ye bajira hai omo ye bua omo ye nim se we ye MPP ni ana ye nim se we ye MPC ni obi aka ho na no min kotia ya no mu bi aba transformation center e o susa su ko ha omo se I know on the sign and I'm the friend in our yes, to start a Yariano, or say a woman, the minimum share, the minimum salary, the friendly, also no, right,
Abai Cratch penny Matano North, about Trump Pesiano, Red Parting Ball, Dr. Gideon Boakwa so
ye be one in me. Oye minister. The papa we are all that wow, and then when you're saying maybe we go some manana say, we could be manana say, we might be at the bottom. Nemo, yebe win lane na megase. You go na
for regional director Emma TV to Rasef as our bidiakon edit to just say when you na man you could be a demo and ordinary may chair ye nemum obi an nsaka nyoma bibia e ya de hia wo free pesua no so nemum enya man you ni bi enti and obeche nyoma no
onya for Dr. Gideon Boakwa any Ghana Enterprise Agency why so massive that the yes sounds not turn off as you extra because there's a new 260 and a beneficiary and Yama check
Contekro, ya wapreko from planes. Lawyer Dibreno, lawyer Paliwala see. Now, what they are two just say, no qua at the same. The pabophobia shall see at yes, one ne a chitai for soya, press or Joan qua if you want someone to what they are told and pay you for a down bumbo and some annual. My gun and more said when we are on Ramecon engine.
Lawyer Paliwala see. Ejina Contekro ya wa premas Dibre. Ewo from Plain North. Na wa friends and true phone share mo awode to do say na nkwa de san. Opie kura kwa campaign so sanse na nsan nipa bonfo bi ahyase ya wo bo ne ntrene. Ama wa tutu kura bo na chita ni ba ko akwakoye hawpa e de amano. O kire se wo bo modern e de atompanyefo eda ababo nsam animo se nkebe ya when you have bambofo emano or in a chitaifo nanka won campaign no one ka won sa enye sa say de ehubua e na abon
but ni abai enyabo 4 p.m. na je campaign because yes so say obi be ko akoto ashe so ko police station so anya dia bibi pa bia be fe wa enti amahu aboye pa ye ko sika fa mantem e ko campaign aho mp ni di ni babonefo e betu hyen so e boy habuyen ye ko police anya hwe e ba ko ni yesi na nsen ya e obruben mp no e di police fo ko yie omko sha independent candidate ni supporters so omabie e fire e wo so se omunyi omu epeli atare ni independent candidate na atare no omu anyinti ya hwetu Mika say a Peter Hospital. Baku, Yamiadum, or
the chita phobia, a tutor, a can warn pain, and so any century need to change about chair warn acusem.
Nipa for Musi and I want to educate you go down, and I'm Musi. Yakamia, Umia team of Bella, Mia Temper, you know, Gala, Yama, the team of Baymo, Yoku, that over to Allah, who I see the Vala. Because of the police in the Batino, and I said, when we are close, so I'm going to meet you here, and the message I said, I'm a man penny for order. Said, my body be a cause of Piano, or be a one, I wanted to make me to get a me up on the ground.
Abzafo yento aso na yenko yanimo ensem foforo emusuafo a wono ene hwa adesuya ensem so e de atodwa se suapo ahodo ya wo my Ghana mu no be ya enka wonsesa nhehye ya waye ya wode ekire ade no emu obrani se curriculum ne no aboa mansesa ya aban aye e wo SHS ahodo no etumi ene no abanan
Woshewudi no asia no eyade se wosoafo ya won ne hwe homesuan nsem so wura ya wose ya dutwum ekasa ya echewudi kire se homenya pa se ehihya wodo ya wo moye nyina no ebeboa ama homesuan akwako nanim ewo entoaso suku ahodo emu wose transforming tertiary education ewo na chese one more efa dialogue policy and after practices so ama enema etumi akọ enkan
has come at the right time. There are many things that we need to discuss in this country regarding tertiary education. Though there are some areas that we earmarked for discussion and urgent discussion, we did not include the private higher education institutions and their role in tertiary education in Ghana. And I hope there should be some discussion, other discussions, which will focus, if possible, on private tertiary education.
Professor Ahmed Abdullahi Jinapo, Director General GTech, and so Ekasa Wujumedi Nase, Emma Washe Moche say, Ombe do meet maybe Abua Ama and to Asusuku, Afanutuma, Ede Efra.
Now of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission GTech, it is both a profound privilege and a great honor to warmly welcome you to the honorable inaugural edition of the National Tertiary Education Conference, an initiative that seeks to redefine the contours of higher education in Ghana. This significant gathering, which is taking place at a time of unprecedented global challenges and evolving educational paradigms, holds the promise of charting new and exciting pathways for the future of tertiary education in our nation.
And Wachi, Professor Ernest Aite, Kane Vice Chancellor, Emma University of Ghana, Ekasai.
Then our best to put together this very meeting under the theme Tertiary Education in Ghana, Dialogue, Policy, and Practice. The main goal is to bring together leaders from tertiary institutions in Ghana as well as all relevant stakeholders, including students and employers, to foster collaboration, discuss global trends, share successful best practices.
Mr. Nana Abba Apia, I'm for Vice Chancellor, Emma University of Ghana, and so debut as well.
Imperative that we engage in meaningful dialogue, implement effective policies, and translate these into impactful practices to transform our educational landscape. This requires collaboration among tertiary institutions, regulatory bodies, and industry. The connection between academia and industry, properly managed, will help bridge the skills gap and enhance employability.
Emza for yenyina we so home ka se so anya boafo nkrato tew ye ba de aka no ha me de beto aso
ama nade no ya busasa na de na eko
say eto ye twegu madwuma no so nya de ametimi atua adwuma na wose metum
Emma Wabemu, a Jumano, Emu, said John Dramani Mahama Ba Bemua, and you make one catua, and near Dentim, and Chiavat. Obeme Numa Esha said to Sawood Ye, Obemo and few no, I won't see a Tobia. Because I said Jumani bitch none naso, and so much I said to ya corporate and personal income tax.
Mama me crab mills.
Nenya no kwa John Dramani Mahama Ba COVID tax, e-levy, any emission tax ni nyina obetwem. Enyuma rafwe yati asem do. Mama ye nyina yetu ya aba. Enfa ma John Dramani Mahama any NDC no mbeti ye dwuma ne festi wo fama ye. System na ho.
So was it no to abapa? This akraya papa beba wa brabomu to abama John Mahama ne NDC.
The 5 kg of rice has moved from 25 cedis to 165. Oh.
Hey! Boss, cement moved from 24 cedis to 105 cedis now. Hey!
The kenke is 5 cedis. The fish I have 10, 15, and 20 cedis. Which one do you want?
Hey!
Stop the A.
Hey!
Vote change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
Echa kwa babiom.
Yeah, je wofa.
Na mo pass no to say.
No ho ye. They say our befi, ti na me say be kaka kra ko pe extra classes bi ama na ye.
Aden, ye na anu ya na edun ko school.
Asamo wofa.
That traffic presso de me enta Send your money my din. Yes, I could pay scafu for extra classes.
And correct that chipa ni didi ato pressa no. Dear ko die. Ano din o. E free senior high. Say John Dramani Mahama mbamua. E be din pa say e bitimi afa ne ntema pafra.
Ne amatin so say si John Mamba. Free senior high school betwem.
Bibroni. Enti sa ne osua wasa no. Wo chia ne pa. Wono ne hya ase yen kakran no ode eba. E be den na oba betwem. Enu nti no. O se so oba. Obetwa foto e de ama free senior high school program no. Wo wia watrem ama ankra schools no ama wo mu nyina so atimi aba be wura free senior high school nim se de be ya traffic light no ankwara ne ko no obeyi ni nyina ye den e de afiri ho asem de a ho nso ne se enkan no na ka school bia ko gi aduane firi fa akọ saa de no so no oba wo betwam school bia ansa be kan aduane na nkwara no atimi adi aduane pa
me ko bodde rama John Mahama school kwa traffic light no ss wo twa
hwe wasetna moto abapa e de sakraya papa beba wa brabo mu to abama John Mahama ne NDC.
I am the voice for the people. Many enino omine kasamafo ya yanhwe high galamse aseyen suwensuma yemfudie ne yakwa yenyina ya yanhwe high krono kita shani proye dream ne kankan adokuru wo men esini franka. Youth unemployment is at an all-time high. Hunger stares us in the face. Uhia any apochire adokuru manfo wine wo men kasamafo. Thankfully I am the voice for the voiceless and the gatekeeper of the nation. Abendebo. Emraso. See you share to me. I can't creature this year as I set through the corridors of power and serve you the truth on a plate of justice.
CTV, Ghana's #1.
Afia Brempomaa Hinneh no Afia Kasiebo Ctv so afi no aka ho ayedasio ye mo akwa ba Kasiebo etwagu okasafo nyina hodo no eso afiafia mu abafo tetafide de so my CTV GH social media handles hodo no my CTV GH Kasiebo pieba na wanya bi ahye yento so na yenkoyenim ewo ensem foforo ya aka no emu adwuma ko bi enshabe ase ya ne din ede only adult talks won makoya ye ede ama upon chrome LA basic school ya ewo upper west akimens na ewo poemantam emu
Ordinary meche said the Beya Sukuma Frabenya Quenya na adisua papemu akade wonsa etumi aka no watumi asi wonu komu duasua de na bride medley koso no founder executive director Emma Ekoi Era Ohima Ke Chirebedu ene yensem chiri ko fumi show twetwen
na mi ko ni di the only adult talk non-governmental organization ye member ba ko efrikro we mu nti ade afibia ye emankurase eno de to yanim se ne kro wom no wate se nkra ne nko school fi se omunya bus ensua ade awofo ne ntimi ntoma wom enti mi hwehwe mu no na chese nkra ne bi wo ho a classes time no omukọ afuom adan a oye ni bus ene ye se ne ebe keka yensase na ya pe bus ene nyoma ebe ma school eso abanfa so amomo no ye de aba enti e ma ya boy ho ne pe bus empaboa school bags ene nyoma ebe ma adisua aye ka omo no ye se de bebre aba supporti school for na ewo okonkro mu han eni mpanifo ku mu anyoma nketo bi a ehu akọ ehia atweama wo mu no ye se de bebre mu na omu so abrabo na ye ahenhan ama wo mu nti e ba ya nante tie mu ane se ye ba kro ni mu.
Headmaster MSukui Ura Frederick Korte Ebo Only Adult Talks NGO Abaso say wonum ayaye dia ente se to awofo anymore say one more friend na onhwe wonum nguma no so eyi.
A lot of children with diabetes abandoned the abewo so nyama be beboaye ama 7 one homa ni mo be ye bomb modern so say next time mama your textbooks or the textbooks will help us to guide the children how to read and other things you better mass yameka say na how abandon the ban say to tell so eye wo nyina na so won ba we be mana support the number of textbooks they needed in the class. So, Yamaka said,
you may be a costono, na assembly member Emma Domia Bra electoral area, on young folk who Sua Saint or the NGO was say, Ewo, a chedi ente say, Yawdi Abechewo.
Now, Yahano, Sena Okano, school, the young number be especially teachers, you understand. Teachers, this is no teachers in our Hano, and we are only 3. Apart from that, infrastructure wise, which means Nanki here, class 1, KG, class 1 up to 6. But I have my 3. It's Ama, a friend saying, infrastructure wise, no, Ama, where deficit, the country, a best say, on the wine.
Ewo ensem hodoya akano emo NDC Youth for Change ye wosu hum ene importemo won wakoya ye e de sanitary pads akoche Sutesco emaya ya ewo suku num wenum nyina ye wonum so de kakra wo boade ahwese mofra no anase emayo no ahunedi ensem ebesipintia
NDC amanyuko no krabata ewo su hum abatom pesuo so sikakrafo onwanso ene president Emma NDC Youth for Change Era Amametu Halima Majid any and Century Kofi short train komo and what they etu dress and this amanyuko no kakra won so betimi ayeno and they say what they sanitary pad akoma mamofra ya what different do 9 ekosi ni dwomo twiso e won pesuo no so se be ye na won sabuo mu no won hu entimi enkwakire won kakra won so betimi aye ama omanfo hu se ndisi amanyuko no omanfo ho adwempa
e wo hye Youth for Change and the bebu e training next generation and the bebu so we person next generation will get affected internet for Change that you also say e be go through SHS awo bibia ni training se na be you take decision for the future.
Eastern Regional NDC Youth Organizer Richard Etonamiako and so any century to train Komoma or to dress say Ghana mebunu nyina nka wo mum na wonto abama mampanyida Dajen Dramani Mahama ene parliamentary candidate awagina NDC amanyoko no kwabata ewo empesua no eso wonto abama wonum na mpuntu emuso empotem ho
NDC ene John Dramani Mahama ema emebulu yama yama ni na ti asiese December 7th about Omukai John Dramani Mahama Omukai John Mahama na John Mahama be president the stress of paying fees at the university will be out and every year young people will be trained all forms of skills jobs now we need kitamudi kakra ya ni enuanam ebe share say essence to of say they shouldn't allow money to direct them or the next election because buying out this way AVS got not the better chema now for every mistake now to Abamana they will take back those monies through more taxes.
Afia Yanko Bono Mantem Cropon Sunyane Emu Hope and Renewal Ayajwe Kwen Shabian CNA Waye no form kukramu shishemu fami kwa free breast cancer screening ede ama adishia ewo Sunyane and an importem.
Sabaye na breast cancer de wono ebeduchi na mafwade da won sunti enene benefo akwakoye free breast cancer screening ekosunyane na kusuma market na wontrese emane titiro ena ede won ejimwa wobwa ama wonum ehu wonum breast cancer status no na wetimi abwepini benefo na sapomudi ejimafo na wetimi abwa wonum kwani aseni na eso jodi we no benefo etres aboa edwedifo maa no yɛtumi aboa wɔn mo nso akɔmɔden CEO yɛwodaho and renewal foundation ano ɛyɛ Irene Bonso akasen wɔne Ctv Kasiebo ɛtwetwe nkɔmɔ.
Bet me ama nipa na arehwɛmu biom sɛ your life is not lost. Now there is hope for you to go to the hospital because early detection saves lives. And anything I have an anabusuma market, and say my no. If you're on yada, just for better hospital, and some are not even aware of it, and that is why we have been so thoughtful. I have budget the say my aunt's not honum, not Yarebi and the so opportunity be basia. I was saying anybody who so na nya da je kakra eja sikanechi na ye be hwe apomudie ye kan hu se so woni apomudie a won to be end sikechi
Enrichi Comfort Beniwa yawe public health officer I was nyani municipal hospital ede efutu se ene koma emma
let me see your body bia no na ebetimi aye de betiti nyankopon ono na ebo ye no nim de ye no ye maye nti o se ono fo na ani dia afane sa e ko fa bi nka ho ba so o de ba no chemicals na o di ru no fo ni mu etimi de sa o ha wi so ye den eba unya ekekase esen sa life na o de no fo no be ye den ebe bo no ebi ameka say sisi akoye wo de ji wani enfie num enfie tia ya ko no na fe na obenya esusu sanso a ehono na mega sa wo ni sika o san dia kokko kansa ho ya re
ebio edifo mano ede wono nsem eto Ctv eneni
come on ba se me ye bi ache e pro 5 years e ba be di gada me mu so mo ye na ba se me ba be hwe ni e hwe mu ma me so mo se bi e enti to wa makoma to mo enti e kama pa e boy
ru mani poso so a e man su so bebre enti ma no so na sere wo se no de omunyai sa de no kora because me ma me oye bi nya me se ka no kora ni e doctor ka che se onya eta adu bebre ano so ye bebre ka so na wo ye e gina sa de no so nti me sere ma no se mo ma wo a o do mo no fo tutu o manu no me se sere mo ha se me sere o ene de omunye bi kora da
Efrebromantam kropon sunyane mo ayentime mankran wa bra yemfa Kumase ye kwasantemantam kropon Kumase emo na Ora Francis Fosu eye chairman Emma ankrankra adwuma ekuo mekire ankrankra asoye asopitisa ewo hodma wo hwe nipa apode ensem eka na wa wesansam ede ato yensem twerefo asomwo se kwanya Ghana Revenue Authority efaso at the private health facilities for efaso no omeimono anu eden pa enti or sufra ban se aban ento ne nan enti asemimo na wonya bibi mfa ho
Ebrawo ye enhihye ne amamre ne amane e pa yarasa bi ena mpenifo echese enho akoko hiasa apan ede hihye bi betu akwemu ato ya wotua na yarasa bi a wabra wodi wontwuma no obetumi ye free ho kra na se be ne me bi memu ago ede amapomudi mpenifo se obetumi aso manfo ema ne ma etimi akoyi Dr. Fo mpenifo echese eto da sika ya wo tam seto ede akoko tua e wonura hodro na afa apomudi ya wodi manfo no so e wopotede no pasa no anakwa ye twitwa ne bo enti me and also entimi we yem enhwe empofo ni
ama ya ho kwanse emfa enhye de mase na emra date ni kwanko ensu ye na bitu kampai na GR letter atomachi say memra me piata so do kuma me sha se no kwase no kunze bi say na ebu abem enso ye ko ama godo so ama godo no bebre ye ma tax holidays tax exemption to say obi a wo service social service to provide social interventions where non-profit making organizations the more tax holidays tax incentives any other now aboa many people be me at the invest in this area
can even you can show for ya no da health insurance authority ano mame vaida ado kopna enso na no tumu bi ya wo treza ko nipa mapade se bitim dia mamafo a eno ya fani afa kwese no gwa no obia emra na wotumi enye adwuma sebe ya amafo so oditi mu wakomudi mu nsem ena face echipa no wotumi aye hihye pa ede ama wo mu
aban no sabe be ya de healthcare anase ya pompe ebe kokko enkofo enan eso ye mo bebre eni ba nye nyina ne enu se efie ensia na ya do pepe so a ya see e was obia etini access healthcare
Middle Bay Director of Operation Edema NHIA on also Chelsea. Akwenye ya abotabo na wobwa amaye refusu anamoya wotuom ebetimi akwa enimu resebenza na wode ma wo aka nyina obetu anamoni binabwa amabomde wonse betimi atre akwa chichichichi
so apa buribe friend say unauthorized charges habitual share say okwa people say kagare ne wo ye hye ma obi use car then so hospitals ni mu bi agiska you know mu edi down be ebi so ho a you know ka say o mu use car o mu ye aduma sanye ya show some yen be
Free Asante Mantemo Ayemfa Yentremo Ewo Gomoa Central Abaton Pesuano Esuo Bex Glaucoma Foundation one independent candidate we Jinamo Ewo Gomoa Central Abaton Pesuano so Ura Kwame Asare Oben Kwame A+ and your friend no ene one Bex Glaucoma Foundation aka won ho abomu ya waye apomde mu hwehwemu fa mekwa bekyerɛ free eye screening ya wode ama omanfo a ewo Gomoa Central ene ne mpotam na dwumade de nyira ekoso Gomoa ekwam kromu a nipa mpemampem ena ebuba dwumade no ase ebehwe won mani
Jumadi ni nyina akoso ewo Gomoa ekwam krom ya nipa mpemampem ebochi eba behwe won mani na enegi samne se wona wo hwe won ani ade nyina ma won na se wo ye ani mu hwehwemu ma won no obi ani won ma wotu akapre se ya hwehweni wa se ye de Kwame A+ fa ho kanyina CEO Emma Bex Glaucoma Foundation Era Rebecca Sinam Emenu ene ensem trofo twetwen komo ma wo de tudwa se be se emfie ma besne kroni ena wo de si won ani so se wo hwe na waboa won ma sebe wani eho aka na so oni sika ede ebesa won ho yade o kire se glaucoma yade ne yade a ehu pa na se kamo from pa e wo se awofo ma won mani ku ma ho tentem na anye won mo ma ani enfri won sem ensma wode etudwa no ebini.
Our objective is to assist the less privileged in society with chronic eye-related problems to provide free glaucoma eye screening, surgical services to communities and society at large. Organizing seminars on eye care, our core value, quality, constantly providing quality eye care support for the vulnerable and the weak, availability to make ourselves available at all times and all places of need.
Ora ekosafo ejina independent parliamentary candidate Ora Kwame A+ anemo ekasai dwumade no ase na ode tudwo se
dai mu yare na ya ya na so eyifra yare o ya se ni na bible no ya tanse de ibane yiwa ye yibira na kanea ndi se wiwa e hawra o tia bibiara ba ye ntum ko na ba je de obi ye onwa ne da mun nti Epreyi inedri yi yan brother Kwame Asarobe onye ibinfo already best Glaucoma outreach project another foundation enyi no wana yin che de ne oye Gomoa ekwankrom ha ekwamanso ofiedu manwa asesam krom abasaboyi ye ekwade ayenso ade inso ayim awomro abosu benso ekopule kofo adupem domi nkweni nyinara no yembo na yinsim wo ha na mpimfi wa hwehwe ene wa se yare bi wo ma wa man no eduru na wa san ne yare
won ma wonya adwumade hu mfaso e kire ni so e de kire wurei ene adoye kese a waye won ma entese
beba be show me almost achese we yako doctor fashion waye ya sisi asemaje kana was achese we asana tisho biara wo fia ni ya ose ombra ya mi jina heipo mi so me be hu mi problem ma wo so anumami obia ngs ka mo fa 40 e ka ma kasa me hu obia ngs ka chese ni na eye free osan fa so ko chiche ye niama o ma ye yogurt o ma ye drink abra kom de kwala no o ma we ban kaka ma wo de kan wa no in fact foundation ya de pa
Abzafo so na yenkoye ni monse foforo ya aka no emu sane beye na omai mu adesuafo nkanka ene wonu ma ewosuapo ahodo no emu behunu kwan ya Japan minor efa so edentete ema wonu ma adesuanti ena Japan International Cooperation Agency twetia efrene jika wonu abepa dwumade bi ho entma na woni omai legonsuapo no ena aka wontoma abo ano a wapa dwumade e ho ntoma.
When they can crowd, did you make the entisa about me? Now watching you know what yes, you are the AD. Now, da Edmasona Jika, any addition, and I say, Sukuno, Ebo, Ede Abo addition, some, my Ghana, Emo. Now watching me at the other journey. I'm will be answering me now and Faso. Suzuki Momomo, a chief representative, Emma Jika Ghana, or no, and a day, Simpia Sokasaya will be a Jumedian one, but Professor Amose, Edmasona Wabo, I'm a Jumedian to me, Edrum. Ghana emo ene achitaaso kwa wode atai adesua ensem wachi ne akwanya hodo a ewa adesua mu a omna beye ho my Ghana emo.
We have a lot of bridges or the connection between Japan and Ghana. One is from government to government, which is JICA, and also the Ghanaian government. The other is business side. There are a lot of Japanese companies working in Ghana, and then also there is academia, and also learning from Japan's experience. The Ghanaian youth or students learning from Japan's experience, that will also have a lot of levels of networks and connections between Japan and Ghana, and I think that will also help bridge the gap between the two countries. That's a very difficult question, and I think that's a question or something that you need to ask yourself of how you want to maybe unify or to have which language you want to use. Language, because it has both ways. Like Japan, as Professor Takahashi said, we use Japanese as a unified language, and that keeps us as Japan to be unified. But also it has a downside, which is that Japanese are not good in English.
Dr. Lloyd Eduamua, a director, Center for Asian Studies, one also so a Jibreche Kwanya, Japan addition, and Shaya Dahu, Everett Miriam Fasodie, Ama Ghana addition for.
Academics, we don't do policy. Those who do policy are the politicians. Of course, as academics, we can influence them. But in the long run, policy power lies with the presidency and with the politicians who run the ministries and those who become bureaucrats and the rest of them, right? So we will provide the ideas, we will do the research, we will provide the understandings. The next step will be for the policymakers to run with it. So those who come to us, we have people who work in the ministry, those who work in the departments, those who work in the agencies. When they come, we teach them. I think that what we need is an environment that allows fresh ideas to percolate to the top and affect policy.
Afei yanko dwedie enisikasem kasie emu. Chief Executive Officer Emma Cocoa Board Ora Joseph Boahin Edu or the Atudra say Cocoa fuo besem peba pem ye wo maimo and na akatia sisu atwe Cocoa fuo no say kra na so enam Cocoa Board nsaso amaso say wayensiesie e wo fuo no mu a wapama katene nyina ama Cocoa fuo no asan ejina ne na isubio.
Equiaphobia 28,510. Ya wonumo enya 44,480 no ena benefocha se wadidufu ema August 2024. Pusumi wiya na enchekra obesa danisefo no ediama wona wankasa wonumu diano na watrese sika wunya yedudufu no na ifi African Development Bank Kokobod wonumu na ifi African Development Bank Kokobod fo ena eboachi sesika no edema wono mu a wo ma wo bia 1000 Ghana cedis se wonfa enhwe na sase no ene hwiafo bebre na agibie obi Joseph Wahine ado ede semi to ja Mr. Edu Twanin Samna Suse.
Just Ghana movie industry no nya twemfo na ahye mu mase ya twom ya kyese wo de yehwea enyeye se award bi aba wo se ya hwehwe nimu aye CCC ne de akoma de ni kwankra se wo de ema afa de dondo afro tegari yo ton enti na no wone felama kafu enya sem ketua e social media so eni otiti bi papa de mane one man who can academa one madi what just a wukobodi and share ye cra no a woman wunkum juma ye di bedi one on yasem ketua nanso e wonsuro bia en wo mo bia so ntratra na ni jesu and tis ni twani safwa keka bi pa na wo ka ne nsem wie ye ya wona no si ya na fela makafo isuso mu bie no se ai sini twa juma ye wo me ye nyina ye Ghana fo and we be soon the talent in Chobia. Na no ada Africa Movie Academy Awards, called Sway, na we sure anymore. And na award one the coma, your credit pa at one sem fata. And I'm the award no a command. Na nyadia yendia yet nasia mobiaki Casabuashi Becca he. Whoop award no craft, what dear, and my young upper crowd was no one trauma de am fearful. Mamma and papa ne mo swanom na womra metwesini no na fe kra de woruma bre amuka bi wie ya no ndo am camera to ha afe amra nensem Chimu America mino ekoto aba na nya nsem ketwa ewiase mu amana man nyina eniwa nyina elisa abatoyi emu Kamala Harris ene ora Donald Trump wonu mienu na eka wonum tambo ani ananka wo hwe sabato no hunsunsunso ebekwa ma emu bia nanso de Nyankopon pede wo yenti ewi akire no na ora Donald Trump na afa kumabotre no ekuta na nimdifo ya wo hwe abato nsemu de wonum ani semu kyerese ora Donald Trump ba wasan aba biem abetena America akonwa ne so no kyerese abakosam ene yasan atimu biemu na Afia pem ahenwatwe aduokron ne akirem hɔ no
we saw really a uniform
and ABC and we die ora Donald Trump why ade pa ya odimo nyonsem amano.
We saw really a uniform swing across groups towards Trump. So while there was a lot of discussion about specific groups like African American men maybe rejecting Harris for some reason, then the Harris campaign spent a lot of attention on black men as a result. Really, with the exception of maybe Latino men, we saw the same kind of shift across all groups. I think my big takeaway from last night is that the nation is really hungry for a change from the Biden administration, and that Kamala Harris's decision to just run slightly away from the Biden record probably meant that most voters said this is a referendum on the current president, Joe Biden. They didn't like what he was doing. They thought they were better 4 years ago under Trump, and voted for him as a result.
Ora Donald Trump nkunimdie so ena mejina na medekase nyina esiha na jese don hwere kono asoa ne sa ma me na mpayifo achinchin fide ni from awon ma keka ne ma boy ni bo ama kase di mo nyina ye ma mo piafo wa wo hye yen wo fiafia hodo no emo wa wo hye wa ba futete fide ni so no ye ni so pa Afia Brempomaa Hinneh ene anwumre metena ase ya mesom wo nyame ya adomo a ebrepem ye besan ehia na so sabre de abusua ye den kra